Yeah.
Super duty tough woodwork.
We here.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
As per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasting for the world.
Yeah.
The planet. Columbus. Southside.
Word.
What is good, Mr. Glass?
Chilling, man. Working. You know.
Yeah, getting that bag.
Yeah, getting the bag. I got vacation coming up next week.
Oh, word.
I'm off all week.
What you gonna do?
Nothing. And I'm excited about that.
This is called a staycation.
Not a damn thing. Nah, I am gonna I'm gonna hit the record store.
Okay. Yeah. That counts.
Haven't been to the record store in a while, so one of the day, cause the cool thing is, you know, like wife is gonna be at work.
Oh, word.
Kids gonna be at school. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
that's until about 3 o'clock every day. So
I got at least about 8 hours worth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, of me time where I can sit around my drawers and watch Netflix, or I can, you know, go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do. So, but I'm definitely gonna hit the record store. Next week.
Let me know when you do it, man. I might join you or something.
All right. We'll do.
I'll come through, man. You know, obviously I went digging last night for a little bit.
Yeah, I saw the post.
Yeah.
That's really what made me. I was like, you know what? I haven't been. Look like you got some fire right there, some flames. I think I might have
$12.
Yeah,
on the low.
Yeah, that's the best. Take 20 and win.
Yeah. I was like, ooh. Okay, I'm cool. Let me get out of here. I got enough. I didn't even feel like spending the whole 20. I was like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. You know, this week hip hop topic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we it's been a while since we did hip hop, maybe a couple weeks, and this is probably going to be a highly debated topic.
Yeah.
But one that everybody wonders, one of the most eternal questions in hip hop that has never been answered. And the question is, why has Nas never surpassed Illmatic? One of the dopest MCs of our generation.
Yes. Has
one of the most universally, you know, celebrated albums.
Yep.
In the history of hip hop.
In the history.
You know, no lower than top 5 all time.
Oh no.
Yet this man could never recreate the magic. Fans debate this all the time. A lot of frustration.
Yes.
On everybody's side. Like, why won't he just do that?
Right.
And every time he comes out, we get hyped, and it's just
let down. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's true.
Yeah, you know, and so it's time to have a conversation about Nas, you know, and why he has never been able to surpass Illmatic.
Word.
And I will take a break, and we'll be right back.
We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and want to grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping a culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against the team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut. Adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit.
Super Duty.
Yeah.
Tough work.
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
Who you going to New York to shoot a video for?
Hey man, I be doing my thing, man.
It just popped into my head. I saw that she was taking the trip.
Yeah.
I'm like, we know a lot of people there, so I'm wondering if it's one of the friends.
Nah. It's with Curly Castro and Preem Rock.
Okay, all right. You had mentioned. Okay.
Yeah. I did a remix for something they got coming up. They got a project together that's really fire.
Okay.
One of those, and then they hit me up after the remix about some video stuff, and so we've been building, and we got some concepts. I sent them. They dug one, they picked one, and I'm gonna be in Harlem at the end of this month.
Word.
For a couple days.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Nice.
funny where the camera takes you. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Your man's out there heavy in the streets with the camera.
Nice.
In addition to having beats and rhymes,
Right.
we do things.
We do things.
So yeah, that's where I'm gonna be, bro.
Dope. Dope.
Just doing my thing. So whenever you ready for, your next joint,
I got you.
you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So Nas and Illmatic. Obviously this is a classic. Was pretty much the only universal 5 mic album basically in the world of hip hop.
It was instant classic too.
Instant classic.
Like when you heard this album, it was like every song is a banger, and to this day, it's one of the few albums that I can still listen to front to back.
Yes.
Not skip a joint.
No skips.
Know pretty much every word to every song.
Yes.
And we'll bang it at any time.
Yeah, and it's what, 9 songs, 10 songs, maybe
10 songs. I think.
Yeah,
9-10 songs.
Yeah, it's just it's a perfect hip hop album. It's what it's supposed to be. But Nas has never revisited that, and he pisses us off every year as the hardcore fans of his. And we're gonna talk about why he's never been able to surpass that album, because it's a lot of reasons. And this kind of reminds me of the whole Jay Electronica conversation we had before.
Yeah.
So let's start with number one. Number one reason that Nas cannot surpass Illmatic is because Nas didn't necessarily create Illmatic himself. The thing that Nas, it was a group of producers. Pete Rock, Primo,
Q-Tip.
Who's the fourth guy? I don't blank on him.
Not Lord Finesse.
I'm going blank. You'll have to Google it or something.
Yeah.
But there's a fourth guy who did a couple beats on. He did
Large Professor.
Yeah, Large Professor. And there's somebody else who did Life's a Bitch. He's from it's not Easy LP, is it? I can't remember who it was.
I can't remember.
We'll remember. Those at home, check us on that. Let us know in the comments. But there were basically 5 main producers, right? Who did 1 to 2 beats each. They were all friends. They all respected each other. And overseeing these 5 producers was Pete Nice. You know what I'm saying? Or MC Search. Right? Who basically owned the production company that Nas was signed to. And he oversaw the whole process.
Right.
And so naturally, when Nas started coming up, people were like, who is this incredible young dude? Let's pair him with the dopest producers they could find. But there are demo versions of that record that all of those producers talk about, that where Nas had his rhymes before they even started the record.
Right.
And he took his rhymes and married those to some of those beats. And he took other songs that they demoed them once or twice, and they found the perfect beat for the perfect song that he wrote. Right. That to me sounds like an artist who's being guided.
Oh yeah.
By producers.
That's the epitome of artist development.
Right?
Yeah.
The reason Nas can't surpass Illmatic is because Nas didn't completely create Illmatic.
Exactly.
And because he didn't create it, he can't recreate it.
And the thing is, if you know how to strike gold, then why not go about it in a similar fashion?
Thank you.
If you know, because some of the things that we'll get to later, the reason that you can't recreate something is because you keep trying to do shit different. You keep trying to recreate the wheel instead of just going for what you know.
Yeah. I'll just be faster.
Right.
Yeah, I don't got to recreate the wheel. I'm just going to use that wheel and travel faster.
Exactly.
And farther. Yeah, it doesn't make sense as a fan. You sit there and you say, well, wait a minute. I'm way over here. I can see the formula that you use to create this shit.
Right.
I'm way down the street.
Yep.
I can see this. Any fan, critic, and even casual fans can look at that record and say, he did this album once and then he did the complete opposite the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Why can't he do that? And the reasons that he had less control over Illmatic than any record in his career.
And I think that's part of the reason, because he doesn't really know how to make a record. He doesn't really know what goes into making an Illmatic.
Yeah.
He can write his ass off.
Yes.
Dope MC.
Yes.
Dope voice, all of that shit. But he doesn't really know what it takes to make that record. He doesn't know. He just had rhymes and was like, yo.
It was a moment in time.
Yep.
Where he was paired with the dopest producers. He brung some amazing rhymes to the table, but it wasn't like he was sitting there. Okay, Primo, give me one of these.
Right.
Okay, Pete, come through.
Right.
Pete and Primo and all of those guys were there in Large Pro on the strength of Search had that all mapped out. Like, okay, I got this kid. I'm gonna need some heat from you, Preem. Hey, you know, come on, Large Pro, I need some shit. And they met him and they all hit it off. But that is the number one reason that he can't recreate Illmatic.
It makes so much sense.
He never truly did it by himself.
Right.
Whereas, like, if you and I, not that we would want to, if we ever said, let's make Celestial Part 2.
Right.
We could conceivably do it. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
We might never get it, but at least we could look at our work and say, okay, Celestial was basically you and me. Let's recreate that and see what happens. He can't do that.
Yeah, we could be in the ballpark.
In the ballpark.
Yeah.
Nas can't necessarily, he didn't guide that process.
Right.
Like, you know, me and you with rhymes and production did Celestial. It's not the same. So that's reason number one.
Yeah.
All right. Reason number two. Nas cannot surpass Illmatic. And this is because he saw the success of Jay-Z, Biggie, and Tupac. Now, when Nas Illmatic first came out, he was thought to be the new king of New York.
Yeah.
He had resurrected East Coast hip hop.
True.
In the midst of all this gangster shit.
Yep.
Making a grimy underground record, beats, rhymes, samples again. Took you to the streets of New York.
Yep.
Just the nastiest rhyming, 5 mics, perfect score in the Source, which was the hip hop Bible at that time.
Right.
They have the Source Awards that year. He sees Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac, all outselling him. To make matters worse, Pac and Biggie are from, Pac and Biggie and Jay are from New York.
Right.
And so he's sitting there like, I know I'm better than these guys, but he's got to sit through this humiliating award show where they're winning and he's just sitting there like, damn, I ain't shit.
Yeah.
These dudes took this formulaic approach, which is all they were doing back then.
Yep, sure was.
They would take a sample that was well known, hence One More Chance remix, you know, really all of Biggie's singles.
Oh yeah, all of them.
You know, and everything Puppy was doing then.
Yeah.
Jay-Z did the same thing. They said, okay, I'm going to take these well-known samples that have been flipped once before. I'm going to throw a chick on a hook. I'm going to take a hook from something else too. And I'm going to write a hit song.
Yeah.
Illmatic didn't have none of that.
No.
And Pac and Biggie and Jay did that and had Nas sick.
I think the craziest thing about Jay, which is why I think him and Nas got into it, is because, I mean, Jay had Reasonable Doubt, which was very similar to Illmatic.
Yes.
But when Jay made the flip,
yes,
Jay was successful. When Nas attempted to make the flip, his album sales were better. Yeah. But the product wasn't.
Yeah, and I think Jay he at least had singles of that format on the first record.
On the first record.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you look at the Can't Knock the Hustle joint, Mary J. Blige, the joint with Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
Jay had the advantage of seeing what Nas failed at.
Right.
He'd be like, okay, this record is great. It didn't really sell that well, but damn, look at what Biggie doing. Look what Pac doing. Look what the Fugees is doing. Let me sit my black ass over here and make sure I got at least 2 joints.
Right.
That can get some radio play.
Yeah.
He did it. And Nas, like the single, what is the catchiest song on Illmatic?
It was the first single.
It ain't hard to tell. It doesn't even really have a
really
chorus.
Likes a Bitch probably.
Those aren't even really
I mean, probably Likes a Bitch, but you can't really play that on the radio.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
It does not have a real single on it.
Yeah.
And he saw that, wait a minute, these dudes who can't hold my fucking, you know what I'm saying? They can't even hold my fucking notepad, son. He's letting these dudes do better than him.
Yeah.
He had to be sick.
Yeah. Very sick.
You know, and so seeing the success of those 3 dudes who were inferior rhymers, in my opinion, at least at that time.
Yeah.
And him have all this commercial success, but he had the critical success, but no commercial success. I think it made him feel a kind of way.
Yeah.
And he's still bitter about that.
Yeah. Like, how do you watch your peers? that
Because he's kicking with them fools.
Oh yeah, of course. Especially, I mean, they New York. You know what I'm saying? Who the best MC? Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. Like that was happening then. So I'm sure he's like, yo, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like what do I have to do? You know what I'm saying? Like what do I have? Like beats and rhymes, dope beats, dope rhymes. What more do y'all want?
Come
you know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? And then comes the next record.
Yeah.
And his attempt
was more in line with theirs, right? So like, but yeah, I think he was like, yeah, I've given this type of record all I can do. I'll never be able to make one he's better than this. So, and these dudes who can't out rap me, their records are all right, but they just got them hits, And I think he was salty.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I bet he has a bad taste in his mouth about making that. Like, man, that's cool, but ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes wasn't better than me.
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why he's. I read something when it was the 30th anniversary of Illmatic or something like that, where he was like, wanted people to stop celebrating Illmatic. Like, I've made other records. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was kind of heated. Like, enough Illmatic concerts, enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done other things. Like, I think he does have a taste in his mouth that he ain't gonna be able to wash out.
Yeah, which brings us to number 3.
Yeah,
number 3 reason Nas can't surpass Illmatic is Illmatic did not sell. Illmatic did not go platinum, and this is something I knew, but I just looked it up until 2001.
Damn, when did it come out? 93, 95,
94, I think.
Wow,
7 years.
Whew.
And that means that he probably put out, I think he put out like 4 records after that. That's not good.
Not good at all.
That's not good.
Not good at all.
So for a record that was like hailed a critical classic that everybody knew the words of, and it crowned him the new king of New York, Jay-Z, Biggie surpassed him not only in notoriety, but in terms of sales.
Yeah.
His record did not go platinum. That everybody's telling you this is the best hip hop album of all time, and why ain't it selling?
Right. I mean, I guess back then, the critics were more into the art form.
Yes.
But the fans wanted to dance.
Yeah.
The fans wanted to, like they wanted to kick it.
Yeah.
They wasn't thinking about the lyrics nearly as much. So when you have Jay-Z, when you have Biggie making the party music, the club music, the people going to the clubs heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Because this was the bad boy era.
Exactly. They hear the Mace and, you know what I'm saying, Puffin them was killing things.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to buy. That's what the regular people are going to, that's what women are going to buy.
Come on.
Keep it all the way funky.
Yes.
That's what the women bought. Women bought Jay-Z and Biggie's albums. Women wasn't fucking with Illmatic.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's facts.
It's true.
Women was not fucking with Illmatic. They didn't want to know. Who gives a fuck?
Nah, they didn't want to hear no life's a bitch, then you die.
No, they didn't want to hear that shit.
They don't resonate with the females.
Did not resonate with the females, but Foxy Brown did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no nigga. They was like, I ain't no nigga like the one I got.
Right.
Yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal.
Yeah, and you think about the sales aspect. Okay, so let's say it didn't sell that well. Everyone knew that the push for Illmatic was unprecedented. Like from the labels push to how many singles they released off that record. At least a gang of singles.
Yeah, like half of the record
was singles.
At least, yeah.
Right? So if it didn't sell, then you know that naturally he's going to have a certain feeling about, okay, well, what's the money situation looking like? I don't remember no Nas Illmatic headlining tours back then.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But I know Biggie was out there.
Oh, Biggie
with
was out there.
Bad Boy doing a thing.
Yeah, Biggie was out there. I mean, Rockefeller was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I think there's a snowball effect when you put out something that is, and we've experienced this as artists. We all have a record in our catalog that is just an ultimate piece of art. And then we have records in our catalog that are good. And when the thing that's the piece of art that you believe should be the highest selling or the most successful or is the best song doesn't do as well as the thing that you put very little time into, it can make you a little jaded.
Hell yeah.
And I would not be surprised if he was a little jaded at that record. Like, this is high art. It took it 7 years to go platinum.
Right.
And all of my other albums went platinum immediately.
Right.
What does this say?
About this art.
Yeah, about the art.
Yeah.
Anybody with common sense would just say the art ain't important.
Right. Yeah.
The commerce is. And that's why we've never had another Illmatic.
It's so sad.
It's sad. This is a sad episode. I thought this was being encouraging. This episode was kind of depressing. The starch realities. It makes me really see why we can never have another Illmatic.
I mean, it makes you look at the industry different too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like after this, like the Nas, then the J, every MC had a chick song.
Yes.
Nas had no chick songs on the record.
That's true.
None.
It's true.
None. That's most of the time the chick song on the MC's record, even if they have one, that is the single.
Yes.
Because again, women buy music.
Yeah.
Especially if the dude is attractive, you know what I'm saying? Women will buy that shit. You can't just be barring out, you know what I'm saying, all over a record and then expect women to support that shit and the radio to play it.
Yeah. And he was at that era where the divide was being created.
Yep.
Prior to him, there wasn't as much of a divide, but like we said, right, that was the era of Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. And their formula kind of changed rap as we know it.
Yeah.
And he fell on the losing side of that, I think, in his eyes.
He was right on the end of the lyrics mattered. Yeah. You know, kind of world.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's number 3. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. What up, everybody? Blueprint here to let you guys know that all 3 of my books are finally back in stock. That means right here, What a Night. This book is back in stock. It's $10. This is a book about the worst shows of my career. That's 10. Word is Blog Volume 1 is back in stock. That's $10. And also The Making of Adventures in Counterculture. This book is about my Adventures in Counterculture album. If you have the album, you love the album, you should have a book too. That's $10. All 3 of these books are back in stock for $10 each, or you can get all 3 of them for just $25 right now on waitlist.net. That's all I got today. Thanks for your support. Peace. All right. Super duty. Tough work. Illmatic. Nas. Why? We will never surpass it. Number 4. And this is one of the most damning reasons that Nas never surpassed Illmatic is because his sophomore album did better.
Yep, because he had them chick joints. He had the radio joints.
Right.
That's what, I mean, and then it's like, okay, so why would I go back?
Come on, man.
Why would I go back? No matter how classic Illmatic is.
Yeah.
Look at the stats.
Yeah. If there were any hope of him making another Illmatic, it died as soon as it was written, went double platinum. It was dead.
Yes, sir.
It was dead. It was like, okay, I was kind of thinking about going back there, but now that this record went double platinum in less than a year, you mean to tell me that you want me to make what? No,
not doing
it's not happening, man.
Not doing it.
Yeah, that pretty much nailed the coffin shut.
Yeah,
on Illmatic. Think about it, like we talked about. Prior to that, when he did the first record, he had no singles.
Right.
But after he put out Illmatic, all of his peers started putting together the Bad Boy formula for their singles, which was R&B singer on the hook, familiar sample, and you rhyme over that. You know what I mean? He had nothing like that on the first one. But then on the second album, he went all the way in. All in. He got Lauryn Hill fresh off of a Diamond Fuji's record, where all they did was that formula. You know, that was his first single, If I Ruled the World. And that is probably still one of his most popular singles to this day.
Hell yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's got a single bigger than that.
Like, I'm sure the single went platinum at least.
At least.
Yeah.
It was like you took advantage of her buzz, his buzz from Illmatic. You already had his peers laying down the groundwork for this is how you drop a hip hop single now.
Yeah.
They could play it in the clubs. You know what I mean? It just had all the pieces in place. And next thing you know, sold mad albums. Yeah. Double platinum immediately. And you would be salty too.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where also when the record companies see that when you use this formula, what you're capable of. Yeah. Even if you want to go back, you can't.
They're not gonna let you.
They're not gonna let you. You have, unless you put the record out by yourself.
Yeah.
Which cats were not doing that, especially on that level. Yeah. They weren't even thinking about it. Independent what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No independence back then. You could never go back.
Like, imagine him walking into the meeting with his aunt, like, "Hey man, look man, it was written there good, but I want to go back and do the Illmatic."
Yeah, me and Primo got a whole record.
And they probably was like, "Hey, that's cool, Nas, but look here, son." This spreadsheet shows your numbers for Illmatic and your paycheck. This spreadsheet shows it was written in the check we about to write you now. You sure you want to go back over there?
Think about this for a second.
Like, I just want to make sure I understand your request. You saying you hold on, you're saying you don't want this. You want to go back to that. Do you remember what life was like when you was on that?
Right. Yeah.
This whole Nas Escobar thing, man, is working out for you. Nasty Nas had to die so Nas Escobar could be born.
Right.
And it seems like a pretty good sacrifice, right?
Yeah,
now.
it seems like it's working. It's working good for everybody.
He probably looked at the spreadsheets and was like, man, you right, man.
Man, fuck it, man.
I was tripping, man. I'm high right now. Yeah, let's keep doing this. It was written shit.
Right. Let me get Puffy on the next album.
Yeah, right.
Let me get Puffy on the next.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Make some hit records.
That's funny.
Because, yeah, I mean, think about it. You know, what other conclusion could you draw?
I mean, the money tells the whole story.
Yeah.
Especially at that level, the money is what tells the story. If you're not going to make the money, but you're making the art, you're not going to be selling records. You're not going to be on a label. But if you're making the money and you sprinkle the art in.
Right.
Because there's still some classic songs on that record.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like
I Gave You Power.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like he was asleep at the pen.
No.
At all. Even I Ruled the World.
Yes.
Lyrically is still a dope song.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta throw some glitz and glam in there to make sure that the ladies gonna move their ass on the dance floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I was DJing when that came out. I loved the single because you could play it at parties now.
Yeah,
it was the first record I could play at jams. You had to play it. The chicks would be like, the Nas and Lauryn Hill joint.
Yep.
You could throw that on as soon as the beat came in.
Yep.
But the fake, it was like, okay, yeah. Nas got one.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when I first heard it, but after I played it a million times at parties, I was like,
this shit banging. This joint is hot.
He did the right thing.
Yeah.
He did the right thing. And as someone who bought, I think maybe the difference too is that, you know, and this is a good lesson for artists to learn, is sometimes you're going to have casual fans. And you have hardcore fans, and you got casual fans. No matter who you are, you got them, right? The key is to make music that your casual fans can pick up when they're not looking for you, but that still makes your hardcore fans happy.
Exactly.
I feel like Illmatic was just a record for his hardcore fans. There were no casual Nas fans after Illmatic.
Right.
It was like, we'll ride for you to the death.
Yep. Which is why he still sells records.
Yeah, and why we still want another Illmatic. Because he still got all his hardcore fans.
Yeah.
We're still here like, hey,
we're here.
What us?
We're here. We know you're still dope.
Get a little something, you know? But then it was written, turned him into a guy who had still kept his hardcore fan base, but added all these casual fans. Yeah. Because, to go from not even gold to double platinum, you added a lot of new fans.
In 10 months.
Yeah.
You know?
Come on, man. That's a completely different thing. Yeah. And so, he's like, I ain't doing that no more.
Yeah.
That's number 4. Okay, number 5. And this is what we just talked about a second ago. The reason why Nas cannot surpass Illmatic, reason number 5, is because his fans keep buying his whack albums.
Because we waiting.
It's our fault.
It's our fault. Because we like, okay, maybe this is the one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Nas.
Come on, this is the one. Maybe this is the one. Because sometimes, like, especially in the era now where, with Spotify and everything is, individualized, there's not really any marketing of albums like that no more. The radio plays all the trap shit, so it's not really playing. Even if Nas has a single on there, it's not really getting played like that. So they drop the shit on the net, and you hear that joint.
You be like, ooh,
okay. You hear that joint that's in that area, right? You hear it in that area, then you get the album, and it's like maybe 3 of those.
Yeah, that's it.
And then everything else is like, come on, bro.
Yeah, track 2, track 6, track 13.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, you don't get that. He did that on that last record with that joint called Locomotive that Large Professor produced. Remember that shit?
I didn't even hear that.
Yo. It is insane. It sounds like something off Illmatic.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably so good.
Dude, it'll blow your mind. You'll be like, this song, because it's repeat material.
Word.
It sounds like vintage Illmatic Nas. Large Pro is just talking shit on the hook.
Yeah.
It's so good. But I heard one of that song first, and I was like, oh yeah.
Sir,
thank you, Nas.
Birdman hands like
this is about he finally came to his senses.
Right.
You know, then got the rest of the album. It was cool. It's all right. It ain't that. That's like the only joint like that on it.
That's funny.
And that's like track number 2.
Wow.
So
that's sad.
Yeah, man. But it's like, we still bought it. I bought that record. I knew better. I still bought it. Yeah. I knew it wasn't going to be what I thought, but I was like, there's a hope. And no, I've bought many Nas records, more than I care to admit.
Yeah.
And it's our fault, because all we would have had to do is not buy anything after it was written.
Yep, just stop. Just like, nope. Where the bars at? Nope. This puffy shit, nah, bruh. Yeah.
If we would have put our foot down in 97, 98, we wouldn't have this problem right now.
I mean, if we would did that with most artists.
It's our fault.
It's our fault. It's always our fault. Because as long as the shit is selling, they're going to keep making the shit that's selling.
Yeah. And it's also our fault that we didn't buy Illmatic more.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword. Right. It's not just that we didn't boycott the bullshit.
Yeah.
We also didn't support the dope shit enough.
Yeah. See, I bought the tape and the CD. So
me too.
You know
Me
what
too.
I'm saying?
I doubled up on Illmatic, and it was written on vinyl.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I paid for that. But man, I think as a whole, we blew it.
Yeah, we blew it. Because if Illmatic would have went platinum,
where are we at today?
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation.
Yes.
Whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Because maybe we would have got a Pete Rock and Nas album.
Yes.
Or a Q-Tip and Nas album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been a possibility, because even if it only took 2 years to go platinum.
And the record industry, we got to admit, is pretty fucking lazy.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that works, they're going to do it again.
Hell yeah.
And so the fact that
with multiple artists. It's not just that one dude. Oh, that work over there?
Yeah,
we're going to try
take that. Thank you. Yeah, they'll take anybody's formula.
Yep.
So if Illmatic had have worked faster, you know, we wouldn't have never gotten it was written and all that other whack shit.
I mean, where would the industry be?
Completely different.
If Illmatic would have sold platinum in a year.
Come on,
double platinum in a year.
It would have been different. Everyone would have copied his formula.
Yep.
Every record would have had 2 Primo joints, 2 Pete Rock joints, 2 Large Pro joints,
and a Q-Tip joint.
And a Q-Tip joint.
Oh, it would have been such a good time for music.
But instead, they were like,
I don't know, bruh.
Puffy kind of hot. We got to do what he doing.
Yeah.
You see what Wyclef did with the Fugees?
Yep.
They hot right now.
Making them dance.
Yeah, Jay-Z. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on. You know, Mary J. Blige, you need her on your record. So, I don't know. It's our fault. That's number 5.
Yeah.
Number 6, and this is something we just kind of alluded to. The number 6 reason why Nas could never surpass Illmatic is because he doesn't believe that those producers can produce a record that sells.
Because they didn't. I mean, like, let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like the biggest single of Nas's that is produced by any of those producers is probably Nas's like by Primo.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest thing that any of those producers did for Nas.
It's true.
So that's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, if Nas put out a record produced by those same producers right now, it probably would not sell. It probably would not sell like... It probably wouldn't go platinum.
Because he would not have... How would he bring the casual fans into it?
Exactly.
And he would be right back where he was after he did Illmatic.
Exactly.
The same questions, watching everyone around him use these formulas to bring casual fans into it. And him just sitting there with his hardcore fans like, damn.
Yeah.
I can't get there.
Yeah.
I need something else to get me there over the hump.
I mean, maybe, hopefully we wrong. Try it, Nas.
Yeah, I would love him to try it.
Just try it. I mean, you at a point in your career now where it's like, just do whatever the fuck you want anyway. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. See what happens.
Right, because I mean, how else does a guy go from those level of producers to saying, I'm not going to let them get no beats on the second album.
Right.
And I'm going to get the track masters.
Right.
Like, that's a huge jump. That says something that people don't want to talk about.
Very different.
Which is like, hey, man, the track masters had been making some hit joints. So you're going to avoid all of these dudes who are legends now Like not a single beat on the whole, not one.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He doesn't trust that they can take him where he needed to go. And the sad part is that he right.
Yeah, you're right.
He was right.
He was right. Like,
Because we didn't buy the shit.
You can't argue with that.
No.
You can't argue with it.
He walked in, they showed him the spreadsheet. Like, all right, Nas, yeah. Oh, you want to work with them again? Let me show you the spreadsheet. You with these other guys, man.
Yeah.
Now, this is the check we wrote you 7 years off of that record. This is the one we writing you 7 weeks off this joint. Yeah, it's only 7 weeks. It's a lot of paper, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of zeros, a lot of commas in there, man.
Yeah. You said Pete Rock? Is that what you said?
Pete who? I don't know no Pete.
I got Uncle Pete.
I got Uncle Pete. Primo? Who's he? Oh, man, Q-tip. Man, I use Q-tips too. He done forgot all them dudes' names.
So that check.
The money like that, I don't know who none of them fools are. Trap man, whoever, man.
That's funny. That's funny. It's true though, man. Money will make you do that. Money will make you change. I mean, especially if it's facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how good the records are when you compare them.
Yeah.
The money makes everything different.
Yeah.
The money changes because then what's good? What's the measurement of good?
Right.
What are you measuring when you say it's a good record?
Yeah.
Is it selling? Because that's all the industry cares about. That's how they say it's a good record, is that it's selling. So if the industry ain't saying it's a good record because it's not selling, but the critics are like, this is amazing, who gives a fuck?
Right. Right. It really, this record really brings up like an existential crisis that all artists have to go through.
Yep.
Now, I don't care what kind of art you do either. Every artist has to struggle with the reality of what they like to do, and them at their artistic peak may not have any commercial appeal.
Yeah.
It may not appeal to the people that they think it will, but then they have to balance that with the fact that them, as they water down what they do, make it more accessible, is going to reach more people.
Yep.
And that shit is kind of fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
And but when does it end?
I mean, it ends when you start writing that check. I mean, for real.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's the end of the discussion.
That's the end of the discussion.
Because you can, him and haw all you want, but when you look at the check and it's right, you're like, well,
right,
I'm gonna be doing that.
I'm gonna be doing that. Or when you writing your own checks,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Then you can, well, if they don't like it, they don't like it. But I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm writing a check.
Yeah.
When you got other people in control, when you're on a label and people are in control of what you do, how much money you get, how the promotions go, all that stuff, you kind of at their mercy.
It's very true.
Look at Lasers.
It's very true.
Look at Lupe Fiasco and Lasers.
Yeah, they can put your whole record together without
Same
you.
thing. Like, if you ain't writing that check, you really don't got shit to say. Especially if your idea ain't an idea that's popping and that's gonna sell records.
Yeah, and I guess it is easier if you look at how the industry works as well in terms of how to get them to invest in artists. If Nas says, hey, I want to recreate this record again that the label is disappointed in, it's going to be much easier for him to get support if he says, hey, you know what? I want to do something different. And I want to bring in these guys who already have had commercial success. And Lauryn Hill is hot right now. And you know what I mean? Than it is to say Pete Rock, Primo, Large Professor again.
Yep.
And the way that the industry works is, it's much easier to get them to write the check for that bigger vision than it is for this artistic thing that you have, that you've already proven is not super commercially viable.
Exactly.
Which is a reality of anybody who signs a deal.
Yeah.
And even those who don't, because we have to think about it. We write songs all the time.
Right.
We know that all of them ain't gonna appeal to everybody.
Exactly.
I feel like I had this conversation with somebody recently about writing, and I was making a point about how the songs that are the most popular in my catalog are the songs I least suspected because they took the less effort, the least amount of effort, right? So like, I remember writing Persevere. And for me, when I first wrote it, I was like, this is too simple. I don't have no punchlines,
no punches,
no metaphors, nothing in there. It's just, I'm just in the pocket with it. There's moments I'm having fun. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind, right? It probably took me 10, 15, 20 minutes to write the song. And because of that, after I recorded it, when I assembled the album, there were moments where I was like, I shouldn't put this song ain't good enough to put on a record. Thank God I put it on the record.
Because that is the joint.
Yeah.
That is the joint.
But at the time, I remember I was just like, should I considered rewriting the entire song.
Wow.
Starting all over again multiple times when the record came out. Because I was just like, this is not me at my best writing.
Right.
But then I had to balance the shit out. Like you're saying, like every song can't be this technical challenge.
Right.
Sometimes a good song is just a good song.
Right.
Because everybody can relate to it. And as MCs, our criteria sometimes don't match up with what sells commercially.
Yeah. We got to think. That's the thing we got to think about. You know, even with us, like you were saying, like even we have casual fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have cats that will check us out, but they not diving deep into the albums. You know what I'm saying? They not listening to the B-sides.
Not listen to the podcast.
Right. For real. Straight up.
This is
like the hardcores are listening to the podcast. They know, you know, Cinderella Complex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like the casual fan has no fucking clue what that song is.
They don't even know who produced your first 3 records.
Exactly. They know Hate in a Puddle. You know what I'm saying? They know Hate in a Puddle and Stop Lying.
Yeah.
That's the casual fan.
Yep. And your joints with Aesop.
The joints with Aesop. That's the casual fan.
Yeah.
They know the name. They ain't diving deep into the catalog like that. And but it's understandable though.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's not gonna be a music buff like we are. And I mean that's most people.
Yeah. And there's artists that, I mean, we even have that relationship with music ourselves.
Oh yeah.
So we have to be honest about it too. Like, I'm a casual fan of plenty of artists.
Plenty.
Yeah, I'm a hardcore fan of few. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of a lot, but I'm a casual fan of a vast amount of artists.
Yeah, there's certain cats that like there's certain singles that I bump all the time.
Know the words.
Am I diving into albums? Not so much.
Didn't even know they had albums. Wouldn't know the titles or where to begin.
Right.
Oh, this fool made an album?
Right.
I just know that joint.
Yep.
I'm just here. There's people, we see it when we do shows. You know, like we do shows and there's cats who just know our most popular stuff.
Yeah.
And there's times when I'll put out records sometimes when they activate my hardcore fan base.
Right.
You know, there's a point where like my hardcore fans were changing and then I put out fucking Respect the Architect and they all came back like, yo, we back. We back. I was like, damn, my tennis is back. Who's is coming back now? All my 88 heads came back when I put out that shit. But I guess it was like what Nas would never do, you know? It's like,
take it back.
Take it back.
But you writing the check.
That's true.
You writing the check.
Yeah.
That way you got flexibility. You can go, I mean, for Adventures and Counterculture, you didn't write that check. But still, like you can go somewhere like that. But then you can come back to Respect the Architect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can come back and do whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
Because you writing that check.
Right.
And if the fans like it, they like it. If they don't, all right, let's move on to the next.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You got that ability. Nas, not so much.
Nah. He's a commercial artist, whether he likes it or not, whether we can admit it or not.
Right.
You know, when you got all that on you, you just can't chase the art all the time.
Yeah.
You got to make some shit that sells.
Facts.
So you make it to the next record.
Yeah.
And so that's number 6.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? The deal we're running today on Weightless.net is the 2-Headed Monster CD plus 2-Headed Monster t-shirt for just $20 total. That's the t-shirt and the CD for $20 total. The t-shirt we have in every size. That's small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. Every single size, men's sizes, we ship internationally. So you can get the CD and the t-shirt, or I should say CD and a t-shirt for just $20 on Weightless.net. Go there right now and support the movement. Thank you. Peace. All right. Last 2 joints.
Yeah.
This is the eulogy of Illmatic.
Any last words?
Any last words? You know? Yeah, man. Okay. Why Nas has never been able to surpass Illmatic. We got 6 down. We got 2 more to go. And number 7, this is the most easiest one to understand. And reason number 7 is because he has a terrible ear for beats.
Yes.
We just did the episode about dope rappers with bad production.
He was number one.
He was number one.
Yeah.
With a bullet.
With a bullet.
You know, like, there wasn't no debate.
I just heard Uchiwali on the radio.
Is it as bad as I remember?
Oh, dog is horrible. Like, even we was listening because, you know, it's on the old school station.
Yeah.
And me and Tad driving, she's like, what the hell is this?
It was bad. It was bad.
It's that bad.
The beat is real bad.
Oh, dog, the beat is bad. The hook.
Uchiwali.
Oh, God.
What was he thinking?
I don't know, bruh. And who was the other dudes on it?
That was his Bravehearts dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
they
man.
wasn't even tight either. That's when he was trying to put his boys on.
Nah, man, that was nah.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's one thing he's demonstrated since Illmatic, it's been that he has not a good ear for beats.
No.
And really, it was written does stand out, but that had one set of producers basically for the whole record,
Yeah.
right? So that he almost cheated on that record to have a good, solid, cohesive record.
And even the production on that record is still way better than anything after it.
Yes, this is the second best record in his catalog.
Yeah, definitely.
And so since then, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums.
Yeah.
We be praying. We really want him to have a good ear for beats, but we gotta keep it real, man.
It's like every now and then he'll hit you with like one.
Yeah, it's the exception.
It's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, like the norm for him is a beat that's just good enough to rap to, but not no shit that anybody could rap to.
Right.
Like he doesn't have no beats where it's just like, damn, anybody on that would just get busy. That beat's so nasty. He ain't got that.
Jay has so many of those in his catalog. Lots.
The
and
whole
lots.
Blueprint album.
Pretty much.
A bunch of beats.
The Black Album too.
Yeah, that anybody would sound good on.
Yeah.
Like you can't miss with none of that shit.
Yeah.
Like Ghostface could have rhymed to the, you know what I'm saying? Any of those two records. Anybody. Like if you can rap, yeah.
Yeah, you'll sound good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. I just don't, especially when you have the access. And we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like when you have the access to even like, why ain't he never done a song with Timbaland?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if you want to go that route, if you want to go the catchy route,
Yeah.
get the best catchy producers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get some Swiss beats on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to go that route, then pick producers that can make beats in that vein that are at the top of their game. Don't get so and so from off the block just because you want, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Chris Webber.
Yeah, like come on, dog.
Let Chris Webber do a beat on his album.
Shooting hoops. Like when you have the access to whoever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you have those people in your arsenal that you can just call because you fucking Nas, then why don't you do it?
Yeah.
I never understood why cats at that level had bad beats.
I think he just doesn't have the ear. He's one guy who I do not believe that you and I could sit here and play 10 fire beats, 10 whack ones. He would pick the 10 whack ones to rap on. There would be no consensus. You and I, it would just be plain as day. That's fire, that's fire, that's fire, fire, double fire, give me that. Nas would be like,
yeah, it's cool. That's cool. There's too much going on.
Yeah, I played him some whack, weak shit that I didn't want him to hear. Oh, what's that, fam? Let me rhyme over that. I got something that's perfect for that whack shit.
Oh, is that a cat hissing?
Yeah,
Give me that shit.
Yeah, pots and pans. Let me rap over that. I'm like, come on, bro. This I didn't want you to hear this.
Yeah,
I would have played this for you if I wanted you to. Oh, let me get that. He seems to not have an ear, and if you don't have an ear for that, I mean, the thing about a record, as we all know, and you know from producing your first record, producing your record is about being a producer and the executive producer at the same time.
Yes.
So not only do you have to produce each individual track, you have to make sure the separate tracks fit together.
Yes.
As a cohesive piece of music.
Yes.
That has a flow and an ebb and shit to it. It moves properly. Nas can't pick beats individually, nor can he assemble an album at a high level.
No.
Because I just don't think he has the ear. Whereas you have other artists who just have great ear for beats. You're like, damn, he always picking a dope beat.
Jay is I keep saying Jay-Z, but Jay is a prime example, which is why he's been so successful.
Yeah.
Because Jay knows how to make a hit song.
Yeah.
Jay knows how to make some street shit.
Yeah.
Jay knows how to do some lyrical shit.
Yeah.
Every time though, no matter what kind of song it is, most likely the beat is banging.
And you know the thing too, it was just something I wrote about in my book, is that like Jay has someone in his corner who Nas never could. Young Guru.
Yeah.
Young Guru acts as the executive producer on everything.
Yeah.
All the beats go to Young Guru for engineering, whether he produced them or not.
Right.
He sits there on a vault of Jay-Z songs. And when Jay knows, if he asks him, how does this song stand up next to my
He's
catalog?
telling the truth.
No, you don't want to put this out, Jay. Like, Nas, to my knowledge, doesn't have anybody like that.
Nah, he might be some yes men around him.
Yeah. Like, you don't have that. Like, Jay will go to Rick Rubin. Who does Nas go to?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to my knowledge, Nas has never been mentored by anybody in the music industry that he can trust musically to tell him what's what.
I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's him.
Yeah.
Or some other thing that we don't know about, because that's very true. I mean, even if you look at Kanye, he had Jay, he had Dame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Jay, he has Guru, he had Dame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you read about the making of Kanye's Dark Twisted record when he's out in Hawaii, it talks about, I think it was like a big long article, like I think it was Complex some years ago. I can't remember, but it's like this big 10,000 word thing about the record.
Yeah.
And one of
the creation of it. I think I read that.
Yeah, and it talks about heavily about how he would ask the dude who's sweeping the floor what he thought. He would bring in Kid Cudi and Nicki Minaj or songs they weren't even on. Like, be honest, what does this sound like?
Right.
Even Q-Tip was like, yo, Kanye does not just sit there and be like, I got this all figured out.
Yeah.
He values motherfuckers who are honest with him and surrounds himself by them.
Yeah.
That record sounds like it.
Exactly.
It sounds like you knew there's no weak points on that record.
Oh no, that's his best record.
Yeah.
That's his best piece to the day.
So, but Nas doesn't have that. And I think that has hurt him some. He can't pick beats. And it's okay if you can't pick beats, but you got to trust somebody who can.
Right.
You know, and I don't know that he's ever had an ally in industry like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Last joint. Why Nas will never surpass Illmatic is because if the fans are right, he'll be forced to change. If the fans are wrong, the suspense dies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose.
It's a lose-lose.
He can't win.
No, it's catch-22, man. It's catch-22. Because, like, let's say we're out here and we're like, yo, Nas, enough. We're not buying no more of these whack records till you make something like Illmatic. Yeah. Let's say he gives in to public pressure and does it, and it doesn't sell.
Right.
Then he's fucked.
Right.
Let's say it does sell. He's fucked because now he's got to make that for the rest of his career.
Yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
He's damned if he does. He's damned if he doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, like, if they're fucking wrong, what if we're wrong?
Yeah.
Like,
because if we're right and he goes and makes it, you can't go back to I am. You can't.
No. You're not just gonna go through the whole cycle that you've already done.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. Let's say you make the record and it fucking is a commercial flop.
Yeah, but it's an amazing album.
Right. Is that gonna make him feel any better?
No. It hurts. It hurts to say, but no.
It'll be the biggest loss. He'll hate that record.
Yes.
Like, they made me make this record. I told them it wasn't gonna do well. People didn't want to hear that from me.
Yeah.
His hardcore fans might not even buy it. You know,
because he didn't screw this for so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We like, nah, bro. I don't believe it.
Now you want to return. You know, fuck you, Nas. You know. So he's a catch-22, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's at the point where he can't do it now.
Right. It's too long. It's been too long.
It's too long.
He's tried.
You got to keep the suspense. This is like not having sex with a woman and talking shit for years.
Yeah.
Like, girl, I'm going to blow your back out. I'm going to blow your back out. You just talking shit to her. You know that after 10 years, you can't have sex with her.
Because it'll never live up to the hype.
No.
I mean, you could still be, you could blow her back out.
Right. But it ain't
gonna be what she expected it to be.
No. And if you do, then you can't get rid of her.
Right. Then she just stuck.
You stuck. You wish you hadn't done. You wish you would have performed worse. Why did I blow her back out?
Why did I meet her expectations?
Yeah, I should have just. Why'd I do that? I should have been a minute man.
Right.
I was talking too much shit. Now I'm being held to that.
That's funny.
So that's it.
That's it.
Why Nas will never surpass Illmatic. 8 reasons. Let me read them back. Number 1, the producers created Illmatic, not Nas. I ain't gonna say not Nas, but they did just as much as he did. Number 2, seeing the success of Jay-Z, Biggie, and Pac. Number 3, Illmatic didn't sell. Number 4, his sophomore album did better. Number 5, his fans keep buying his whack albums. Number 6, he doesn't trust the producers. Number 7, he has a terrible ear for beats. And number 8, if the fans are right, he lose anyway.
Yeah.
Guess 22.
Either way.
So that is it for this week, man. See you next week.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud.
Talk shit to her. You know that after 10 years you can't have sex with her.
Because you'll never live up to the hype.
No.
I mean, you can